Okay, cool. I wonder. Let me see real quick. In the event list. Ah, that's an unfortunate feature. I was trying to get it to not say that Haas had followed since they're banned. Whatever. They're banned, it doesn't matter. Is this really the right splits? Is it possible to get a 409 on this split? That seems impossible. Pretty sure that's impossible. What splits was I using? Because I didn't think that I had splits for this. Yeah, no, that's way not possible. But that's fine. In the end, it's not really going to make a difference. Okay, just had to remind myself of the rules real quick. I suppose while I'm here, since these intro scenes are playing. Hey CJ, nice to see you. You know, you ask that, probably kind of ironically, but there is. Mint. A mint plant is like lizard catnip. Sometimes I plant one in Raphaelis' enclosure, just so he can have a time for a while. How do I... Yes, times in milliseconds. There we go. Okay. See, Mort doesn't really care. Mort doesn't care so much about mint. It's mostly just Raphaelis who really loves it. Mort just loses his mind over food, because that's just the way he is. Big thicky. Also, I'm starting a couple minutes early because this run is so long. How big is Raphaelis' enclosure? It is 8 feet by 4 feet by 4 feet. So basically half of a bedroom. A little more than half of a bedroom. I do not know why my splits look like this. Like, these are supposedly the true ending splits, and they're at 355. So at some point, I'm gonna get ahead of them, but there's literally no conceivable way that I did this first split in 4 minutes and 9 seconds. That's an any percent time. Oh well. I'll be interested to see the point at which we get ahead. Well, what do you have, CJ? What's your goal, I suppose? Number one. You told me before, but I can't remember what you said. Could you not, little boy? Grab, thank you. Aren't you already fairly close to that? I remember thinking, I saw you post some milestone thing, and I remember thinking like, wow, that's going really well. Yeah. Okay, good. It did go down there. That was kind of a crappy throw on my part. Okay. Well, that's one way to get that down there. It was a very good spear pull, though. I landed under him, but it let me pull even while he was on top of me, which is fantastic. Thanks, boy. You are far too late. So, I mean, is there any reason that you don't just want to do a milestone at every 500? Hey, thanks for the good luck. Appreciate it. How you been? And we're not actually behind 3 minutes. Like, I don't know why the beginning of these splits is any percent and then it changes to true ending later. I have no idea. Yay, well, enjoy your break. What is the reward? Yeah, Hey, thanks for the good luck, Javil. How you doing? I wanted it to be an even 4 minutes. Oh well. So yeah, we're not actually behind 4 minutes, it's just that these splits aren't quite right. Because it's been a long time since I've run this category, and the last time I didn't use splits at all, I just used a timer. So. Decent launches, but not quite at the right point on the rock when I launched, so that's fine. Ooh, Celeste. I have never tried Celeste because when I did... Boy, for the love of God. When I did White Palace in Hollow Knight, I was like, ugh, is this what platforming is? This is so hard. And so Celeste has always intimidated me. Even though it looks like super fun. I love watching people play Celeste. So, fun fact by the way, no white tower skip in this run. And I am happy about that. We have to do white tower as intended. Yeah, like, I understand why GDQ takes Celeste so much. And hey Rick, nice to see ya. How you doing? Like, Celeste is one of the runs that I always make sure that I watch. Just like Mario Maker races and stuff like that. It just blows my mind how people do the things that they do in Celeste. And of course the TAS. I think the last TAS that I watched for Celeste was like an all red berries TAS, and it was just, I don't even, you know, they're slipping through pixel wide spaces you're not supposed to get through and all sorts of crazy stuff, so. Yeah, because of Frozen Flygon, of course. Flygon is lovely. Thanks for the good luck, Rick. I appreciate it. Nah, Shaville, I talk the entire time that we do Last Guardian runs, so no worries. Here you go. Thank you. I kind of do worse when I just focus on Trico. It can make getting footage for the task really challenging sometimes. That's a nice run there. No stumbles. And good jugs. Currently, yeah, this is on PS4. Just because that's what I happen to most conveniently have plugged in. I knew he was gonna do that. What a goober. Dude. Hey, fan, nice to see ya. No, no, no! You dummy. It's gonna be one of those kind of days, isn't it? When have I ever done that? I don't think I've ever done that. Hey, Ryan. Nice to see ya. Any differences between PS4 and PS5? Like, there's differences between each of the consoles, but they're still, like, I did timing, and I determined that they're close enough that they're all still allowed to be run on the same board, basically. So, no, PS5 isn't, like, super, super fast compared to the other ones, you know? Oh, that's such a good throw. So yeah, PS5 has a faster initial load. As far as, like, if you're just doing windmill percent, which is, I'm basically there, you know, you're coming out of this cave and you hit the windmill, you're gonna have an advantage on PS5 because some of the loads early on here are faster, so you'll have an advantage of about 10 seconds. But if you do any full game run, you're gonna lose that on the PS5 around Cage because some of the loads for some reason are going to be slower there, so it ends up balancing out. But yeah, like I made like a spreadsheet of load times, and nobody could identify which one was the PS5, which is good. Like that's what we want. Yeah, I don't know why the load times would be slower. I don't know if it's that, you know, PS5 is trying to like load more detail because it can handle it, and so that takes longer, or what, you know what I mean? But both a straight up I timed long like 10-minute sections on each console and a random sampling of loads around the game, it was pretty similar all around. And the good thing is, like, and we've known this no matter what console you play on, every console has a range that it typically loads in for each load. So, for example, at the U wall, which is coming up, PS4 Pro, I'm trying to remember because I don't have the spreadsheet. Pro will load the reset after U wall, I believe, between 3 and 5 seconds. But it'll always be between 3 and 5. But the same console can sometimes load it at 3 and sometimes load it at 5. Whereas PS4 base is gonna load it in like 4 to 5. So it has a smaller range, and it can hit the same, like PS4 and PS4 Pro can be the same. Sometimes they won't be, sometimes they will, that kind of thing. It's kind of a messy situation for timing in all reality, but because there's no in-game timer, that would solve everything. And like clearly there is an in-game timer because it's keeping track of whether you done like Lightning Emissary, you know? I wish we could see it. I've been getting that fast pillar run quite a lot recently, and I like it. My evil sister plays on PS5, of course. You've summoned the Mort. What are you doing with your foot, Mort? Weirdo. I chose to play this pretty safe, which is why we're having to wait for Trico now. I didn't really feel like dying. Because there's a lot of room for improvement in this category that doesn't involve taking risks. So for now, we're just trying to improve the world record. Once we get it down to something more, you know, aggressive, we can start hitting it harder. You enjoy that Voldemort, CJ. Your time is almost up. Come on, dude. Why are you so far from the wall? He chose a path that was faster to me, but kind of overall more disadvantageous because now I can barely make it to there, let alone grab this ledge. Oh well. No, Voldemort's not going away, but he's gonna be more accessible, because he's currently, like, the most expensive bit reward. And I'm gonna shuffle him around, I think. Dinosaur Mort. Mort the size of Trico would be absolutely terrifying. Because when Mort walks, like, keep in mind, Mort's legs are so short that he kind of slithers, right? He doesn't walk like Raphaelos does with his belly off the ground. So just imagine a Trico-sized tube sock just trundling through your house. He would destroy everything. I could ride him, that's true. And it would be very easy because he would be very large and very wide. Don't turn around, dude. Focus. Good job. He didn't take that extra step forward, which is kind of unfortunate. I wanted him just a smidge closer. Well, get up here, you dingus. What are you waiting for? What a goober. Okay, so he actually got angry last week. He stepped on this cutscene trigger, which was the exact opposite of everything I ever wanted, and I hope that he's not getting into that habit again. Because sometimes, you know, he'll just kind of be like that for a month or something, and then he'll stop again. And it's been good so far. Nope, see, he's getting angry. This, like, legitimately, this is why I say that I think that his AI is seed-based on, something like your in-game clock. Or your console clock. Because there's no way that I could have known that the odds of him doing that were so high after he hasn't been doing it for like a month or two, you know? It's not just chance. I just don't know what about it is not chance, you know? So I maintain my hypothesis that his AI gets shuffled based on your console clock. We still didn't lose that much time considering that he threw a temper tantrum because it wasn't super long. You know, CJ, that's actually an interesting idea, right? Like, go back to a run where something really stupid happened, something really out of character for Trico, right? Set the console to that and then see if it happens again. Oh, what am I doing? Well, when I say time, I don't necessarily... To some extent, I mean time of day, yeah. But more, I mean like the date. because runners will run at different times of day, but sometimes it's like a pandemic, right? One runner will get something really weird and crazy to happen, and then the other runners will be like, wait, that just happened to me too, I've never seen this before. So what's the only thing that's similar, right? The day or range of time within like a week or something that people are playing, right? And it could be a million other things. It could be completely random, you know? It could be the number of times that you reached that point in the game. It could be how fast you reach a certain point in the game, because the devs were originally gonna program Trico. I can't skip this. I was about to invalidate this whole category. The devs were originally gonna make it so that if it was clear that you were having a problem with a puzzle, Trico's AI would start to help you. So he has adaptable AI, you know? So it could be if you go through a puzzle fast enough, or you reach a certain point in the game fast enough, he behaves differently. Like, there's all sorts of things. All sorts of things it could be. It's an anti-speedrun AI. Yeah, basically. Hey, Foxy. How you doing? Also, I would like to point out, once again, that we're not actually 4 minutes behind. We're on pace. For some reason, these splits didn't account for the first cutscene of the game, so... Well, we're not quite on pace. We're like 5 seconds behind, but whatever. Boy. Ooh, that was a nice jump. So yeah, eventually we're gonna overcome this 4 minutes. We have to, because the 355, like, I'm pretty sure, pretty confident that I can beat that fairly easily. But we'll see. Don't count your Tricos before they hatch, huh? Mort has not moved so far. He's been the best little on-stream lizard that I could hope for. Since usually, he knows when I'm streaming and he decides that's when he has the zoomies. Thanks, A-Fan. We have plenty of cutscenes in this run, so I'll give Mort a treat when I have the chance. We're out of quail eggs now, unfortunately, so he'll get blueberries. I have played Sekiro, yeah. I have the platinum trophy for it, but I haven't done... Because I think there's like new modes and stuff that kind of came out recently. Maybe they're just mods. But I think they're official stuff, right? Where you can do like a boss rush and stuff. Haven't done any of that. The two samurai guys that are a boss together in the flaming tiny part of that arena, they can go die in a hole. That is my memory of Sekiro. Mort, I was just praising you, don't leave. Okay. Okay. Swipe, buddy. Good job. Good job. There's helmets everywhere, but... Okay. Hey, Trico, look. That's specifically the helmet that I have. Not that one. Hey, buddy. Look. My dude. Trico. Hey. Fezziwig. Buddy. Hey. Trico. Focus. Honey. Babe. My large man. Hi. Trico. Look. Creeks. Dude. He is not listening. Trico. He is like super stuck. I actually think it's like his actual head that is stuck. Look. Look at what I've got. Here. Go get it. Wasted like half of my life. Thanks, man. Hey, Shade Strike. How you doing? Ah, Trico, you goober. We didn't have to lose time here. Oh, big yawn, Mort, I guess. Do you have to be that awkwardly close? Yeah, I definitely would have tried the boss rush mode in Sekiro if it had been at all close to the time when they released the game, you know? But it came out like 2 years after or something, I feel like. Which, I mean, good on them for adding more stuff, but... Do you remember which trophies you're missing, Foxy? Because some of them were, like, not even gonna lie, a huge pain in the butt. I liked Sekiro's setting, and I really, like, they did an amazing job with the actual combat mechanics. There were very few times, because when you do something like blocking and parrying and things like that, a lot of times it just feels like BS, right? Because it's not made, like, super well. And so if you're gonna do something like that, you have to do it well. And I feel like they did. I feel like if you get hit when you parry, or try to parry, or whatever, it's probably your fault, you know? Rico is doing just awful in this scripted scene. So they did really well, and I really liked it. Loved the setting, of course. I just felt sometimes like it was repetitive, or there were definitely some fights that I just felt were like straight bull honky, you know? In some ways, the game had the same feeling that I didn't like about Ori and the Blind Forest, which I really, really thought that I would like that game. Trico's gonna make it so I can't do Vine Skip. Thanks, buddy. But what I mean is, some things seemed like they were put in or crafted specifically the way that they were, just to say, haha, got you. You know? I felt that way super strongly about Ori and the Blind Forest. But, like, overall, Sekiro is an amazing game, and they did a great job with it. Hey Thar, nice to see ya. How you doing? Yeah, hitless anything in Sekiro is a huge accomplishment, not even gonna lie. Finally, a gold split. It shouldn't be this hard. Rico's just being a butt cheek. Pontiff is brutal though. If we're being real, Pontiff is brutal. Because I was doing an Armor of Thorns only run in Dark Souls 3. And Pontiff just wrecked me. Pontiff and Dancer felt so impossible with Armor of Thorns. Just want to be on Trico. I don't really care where. But also maybe not like right here. Yeah, Sekiro definitely felt like authentically Japanese in some ways, which was nice, instead of like the generally Asian, which you kind of get sometimes in games. Hopefully that made sense. More, what are you doing? Having a good time, dude? Alright, finally. Let's start shaving some time off here. For Pete's sake. No, I don't want to be looking at her. Camera. Break. Thank you. Come on, Turiker. Focus. Thank you. Where the heck am I? But yeah, I am, oopsie, that wasn't right. Am actually kind of a really big fan of Dark Souls 3. But I understand the impression that it kind of cheeses you sometimes. It ended up being that the only boss that I couldn't beat with Armor of Thorns was Half-Light from the DLC, because he has like a healing mechanic. You just can't out DPS him if you're just doing Thorns. I guess I haven't done Freed yet. But it's possible, it's just very hard. Half-Light is like literally not possible. And I got Gale more than halfway, which took approximately an hour. So that was a big accomplishment. Hi, Skyfeather. Nice to see ya. How you doing? I've been thinking about going back to actually finish the Gale fight with Armor of Thorns. Because like I said, I got him more than halfway, and I really, really love that fight. It's literally just, you know, based on the amount of damage you do, it takes about an hour and 45 minutes to kill him, so... See, Ryan, I'm lucky enough to have a treadmill in my house. Like a discount $300 treadmill. And so I did my high intensity interval training this morning before stream. And now I'm exhausted, but at least I'm sitting down. Yeah, I feel that about Dark Souls 3. You kind of know what to expect, right? By the time that you fight 2 or 3 bosses. Because once upon a time, right, there used to just be bosses where they just had a health bar. And that was... You finished the health bar and they died. And that was that. And now it's like, well, what are they gonna do in phase 2? Not do they have a phase 2 or 3, but what are they gonna do? So you come to expect it, right? I don't... Okay, I was gonna say I don't like that positioning, but then the other guy decided not to move, so... Suddenly it was fine. Alright, buddy. He is not very interested in fighting, so I think I'm gonna have to open this door again. We'll see. Oh, no, he's gone. That's good. Oh, Pacifist Trico in the hallway? Like the worst. And this armor is luring him down the hallway. Can you not? I don't know if that's all of them. We're gonna find out. Because it's always hard to keep track if he's pacifist. Whoa! Okay, well, I guess that was all of them. Boy, he blasted past. I'm not gonna complain about that. That might possibly be the fastest he's ever been down that hallway. How much of this run is Trico RNG? All of it. So much of it. Like, if we're being honest, there are skips that I alone can do, like White Tower skip, that just rely on me. But even something like this skip we're about to do is like super, super Trico. Don't sit down, you goob. He's already kind of standing in a weird spot. How are you feeling, my dude? Yeah, I don't feel like raising your head anymore, do ya? Lift it up, goob. Thank you.
Always. Ha. Turikuno. Ite kasato wizi. Ikastani wizi. Yeah, who wizi. Atiketan. Inoi aronet too. Agishio nizi.
It's a Trico heavy run and Trico's heavy. Where's the lie, though? I very much dislike that reset, and I give it extra time just to be sure. Alright, you ready, dude? No pillar, please? You gonna be good? He is gonna be good. Way to go, buddy. No pillar. Sorry, I know you have another one, honey, but... Oh, you got 2! No, ain't nobody got time for that, though, okay? I have a video. I think that I have a version of it set to music too. The In the Arms of the Angels music. Of him climbing up his log and then just completely falling off. Hi. Mort? Hello. Could I interest you in some Mort today? I just really wanted to make sure for that fight. We're starting to reel it in here. We're starting to bring this time back. Because like I said, the 4 minutes we lost were because I didn't... For some reason, the first cutscene was not in my splits. Here you go. You're supposed to be walking while I do this. Go. Hey, Goob. Goober. Could you not, and could you just go forward? What is your issue? I don't blame you for being confused either, Trico. The boy did not do what I wanted him to do. I just had to say something about us actually making time back. Trico had to make sure that that wasn't ever gonna happen. Kind of really want to make this a blind jump, but I'm not gonna, because it's very long if you fail. Alright, Mort, what have you done? Where have you gone? Oh, there, I see you. I see you snaking around back there, buddy. So, like, if Trico's good for this fight, we could still save time despite him being himself. We shall see. Whoops! Whoa! How did I not get seen? Well, really? That's when I got seen? Not when I directly stepped into the light because I tapped the joystick too hard. What on earth? I stepped, like, completely into the light, if we're being real. And he did not care. Then I guess I breathed on him wrong and that was too much. Good job, dude. Like, we lost some time. That was... The time lost was actually just from when Trico didn't walk at the beginning. The fight was really good. Hey, Ozuri, thank you for the good luck. Hope you're doing good. I kind of rely on the cam to tell where Mort is. His Viv is kind of next to me. It's on the other side of the room. But it's kind of... The bottom of it is at eye level, which means sometimes I can't quite see where he is. I'm doing task strat once. And probably only once. Either because I fail or I miss. Okay. Nailed it. ahead and save time. Do you mean to tell me that my true ending world record is actually competitive? Kinda thought it could be improved easily. What are you waiting for? And yet here we are. I've lost my Mort. He's vanished. He'll be back. I'm sure he's just behind his pumpkins for now. Oh, well, good luck, Alzeri. You can do it. You know what you're talking about. Well, it'll be good to get back into it. That's really nice. Rico, I feel bad that you have these spears in you, buddy, but we just really don't have time. He is just super not listening today. There we go. Normally it takes entirely one command in order to get him up here, and it took 4 this time. It could be, right? It's just, it's impossible to know. Well, that one he understood, at least. He can sometimes be problematic with that. Nice little launch from his head there. We ended up kind of further forward than we usually would. Oof, I don't like this setup, though. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Hey, Mort, you're back. Welcome. Like, it ends up being fine doing a reset there. It's pretty comparable to doing the fall damage cancel on the pillar. But, fall damage cancel, like, in an ideal world, in a TAS world, the fall damage cancel is slightly faster. Like 0.7 faster or something. Mostly, it's just swaggier. And there's something to be said for that. Given Trico's AI, though, I'm a little concerned about this puzzle. I'm a little concerned that he's gonna force a 2-cycle. Which would technically be a 3-cycle, because he is gonna drop it once no matter what. But 2-cycle in the sense of an additional cycle beyond what we normally expect. You know, I was gonna say, hey, we could at least turn this into a bad ending % if I wanted to, but No, we can't, because this run still is not even first place for that. Because we watch the cutscenes, you know? Alright, Trico, be good. The actual launch from this axle was pretty decent. It was pretty distant from where it was originally meant to be. I like Trico's timing. Okay, so Trico's doing fine. So far. Munch, munch. Yank. One more yank. And here's the big one. Come on, buddy. Pull, pull, pull. Good job. So a good Trico here could save us some time. Alright, we got him off immediately, which is always a good sign. That is not where I want to be. Unfortunately, we'll see if he listens. Go. I'm just gonna wait. If I go up to his head now and I don't have time to jump off, I'm gonna trigger the cutscene, and that's not what I want, so. I'll just wait. Really? Really? I hit it during the cutscene and it just bounced off. Hey, buddy. Focus, okay? There's nothing I can do to make him go faster here. He's going, though. Good job, my man. He's been very good about that lately, so at least that's still sticking around. Because you can get stuck there for like a minute if he decides that all he wants to do is sniff that glass. Yeah, there were some hypotheses early on that Trico would listen to you better if you gave him more barrels or if you completed more runs, if he was wearing the badge of honor, like things like that, that he would listen to you better. That would be so nice. Do I even have the badge? Yeah, okay. There you go. Maybe that'll make him better. Now he's got a little necklace. Camera, come on. Don't do this to me. Thank you. The camera didn't, like, pan like I wanted it to, and that can sometimes interfere with Trico actually catching you. Have I died yet? I don't think so. Because I could go for untouchable. I think this is a profile that doesn't have it. That would be fun. Let's do it. At least until Vine Skip subverts me and makes sure I can't get it. Ready? Pop it? Okay. I'm gonna try a task-only strap. Just because I'm a goober, and that's what I feel like. Yikes. Nope. That's why we don't do it. Fine, fine. Should have just been happy with my mediocre lot in life. Oh well. So I was trying to do something to climb his tail faster and end up ideally like in the middle of his back by the time that we landed over there instead of on his butt. So it literally would have just saved me like 5 seconds of climbing. And now we have to do all this again. That's okay. It's not actually that much. I won't do it. Oh, and that is not even very high on his tail. Yeah, not dying is really hard, Rick, because some locations, right? The death floor, like the death plane, is right underneath you. And so you don't even have time to, like, hit the button to reset. If you notice that you're gonna die, you just die immediately. Could have saved time on this split if I wasn't such a goober. This game really excels at this cinematic stuff, you know? It knows what it's doing. Of course, it only works if you're actually, like, bonded to Trico and you care about what happens to Trico, which not everybody does. But for those for whom the game was made, right? People who are gonna emotionally bond with Trico, the scenes that happen are just so carefully created. It's lovely. Yeah, Team Eco is really into, like, non-narrative storytelling, you know? If that makes sense. Like, Shadow of the Colossus is probably the most narratively based because Wander actually has a conversation with Dorman about, like, what he wants to do and what he's trying to accomplish. But even still, you don't know who Mono is. You don't know if it's his sister, his wife. Who knows? How did Dorman end up in 16 pieces? What happens to her after the story? Like, you don't really know anything. Oh, Elf, nice to see ya. How you been? Hope you've been doing good since the last time I saw ya. Come on, Tariker. I would call this the old version. As in not on the PS5. Whoa, camera, please. I must have split this when I saw the eye, not when I solved it. Or else the split doesn't make sense. Oh, Elf, that was your 12 months! Wow! Thank you so much! Congrats on your happy little Morty badge. Camera, for Pete's sake. Hiding from work? Well, I hope that they don't find you. Are they trying to, like, get you to come in on a day that you're not scheduled or something? Or is it just that you don't really want to work right now? Because that is a mood, if we're being real. Yeah, Husbando gets really bad allergies this time of year, too. He never gets them in the spring, it's just the fall. I hope you feel better. Did we even have this strat when I did true ending last time? Might not have had eyeball strat. Not like I can get it to work. Are you kidding? Are you kidding me? Shadow Tash isn't even here and I'm suffering from the eyeball curse. Alright. What are these splits though? Like how- well, I guess that would literally be 3 minutes faster. I was like, how am I supposed to do drawbridge by the time that we're at 108.42? Well, that's kind of the point. I'm behind, isn't it? We might be able to save time here in that case. Maybe. We'll see. Depending on when the last time was that I did a true ending, we might not have even had drawbridge in its current form. We might have still had the drop onto Trico drawbridge. I'm not falling down. It's not worth it. Whatever. Because most of the time you still get the slow-mo anyway. That eyeball can be so brutal sometimes. I don't know. Like, everything from, like, the wind making it move a little bit to, you know, what cycle the moon is in or something can make it impossible to do that stupid puzzle. Keep going, you know the answer. Freaks. My man. You know how to do this. No! Buddy! Honey, stop! What are you doing? Turning around. Get over here, you big weasel. I gave you a badge because I thought you were a good boy. Don't prove me wrong. I don't mind it. I don't mind it. I kind of like it more. I'm okay with it. I think is where I landed here. Yeah, I'm kind of on his neck. Now I'm on his head. Yeah. Ugh. Fine. Go up here just so we can go backwards. At least I wasn't on his legs. Alright, Trico. Let's do this quick, buddy. We can save some time. Maybe. Because some things are off limits, right? I can't attempt cutscene skip after Dark Room. I can't do White Tower skip, which costs a couple minutes, so... Woo! I liked that, but not while it was happening. I thought that I was dying. But that was actually a really nice way to get down here. Because we skipped the cutscene by shimmying like that, but usually it doesn't involve falling off the edge. Woo, he was awake early. Go faster, I want to save time. Just that little hesitation is probably going to be enough for him to follow us. So we'll see if he's here after I hit this lever. He's not. Well, good. Nope. Ha. But you get, loser. Alright. Big time save potential. If I could just get drawbridge on the first try, which... When was the last time anybody saw me fail the drawbridge skip? Like, I get it all the time. Can we not have my failure be today? Beautiful. Alright, we're over here. That's what matters. And a nice ladder, too. Well, that feels nice. I love that with that skip in particular, you go so fast that the game doesn't know what to do. We don't get very many of those in Last Guardian, where we can, like, confuse the game, because they thought of everything. They thought of everything to make sure that you do things exactly as intended. So Trico actually spawns on the drawbridge because he has to, in order for him to be there during the cutscene. I always mean to try to pan the camera and look at the drawbridge when I pull the lever, because I want to see if Trico just kind of like, and then just appears, you know? Ooh, nice barrel skip as well.
Awizi. アクーナティソドゥ、アタナカン、
Someday, I'm gonna throw this to Trico and I'm gonna trust him to eat it. But it is not this day. I'm sorry, dude. I don't trust you. You look cute in your little necklace, though. Did you eat that? It was rolling a little bit. I don't know. Could I have some frames, please? We're stuttering all over the place. Hey, 2000, nice to see ya. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Turiker. Are you ready? Alright, are you watching? Look at me. Look at me. That way. Don't be a butt about it, okay? Alright, he's got it. I'm gonna try to take these spears out. Yeah, like, we're not losing too many frames. It's just kinda... It's chugging a little bit, just because it's a kind of intensive little section with, like, particles and stuff. Hope the run's going well. It's going decent. We're not as behind as it seems like we are. Because my splits didn't account for the first cutscene, which is mandatory to watch. So... we were, like, behind before I even went anywhere. We were behind before I even could control the boy, so... It's no big deal. Come on, Trico. We have to watch this cutscene, so let's go. Come on. And for how far forward he was, I bet that if I tried to get that skip, I would have gotten it this time. What a goob. Oh, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. Welcome, welcome. Rico, dude, you have so many spears. Yeah, thanks for hanging out. Enjoy your, you have a level 1 crystal dragon from Spyro. Which I'm thinking about maybe changing to something Last Guardian-ish, but I'm not sure what. I'm uninspired. Give me ideas if you have any. Alright, Treeks. Steady your head. Alright, cool. Yikes. I briefly thought that maybe my sub badges should be like ever-increasing piles of Trico poops. But that's maybe a little bit weird. I do have a Trico poop emote in my Discord though. I couldn't fully avoid it. Thanks. Originally... Oh yeah, like his horns. Originally I had the Spyro Crystal Dragons because when I first started streaming, I basically only streamed Spyro. Spyro and the Last Guardian, but like Spyro was the thing I was known for. And to some extent it's kind of still the thing that I'm known for. Because I do 80 dragons so much at marathons. But I was like, okay, you know, I'm a Spyro streamer, so I'll do Spyro dragons. And now, not that I don't still love Spyro or run Spyro, but it's not like a main fixture anymore, so I don't know if I should still have the dragons, you know? Alright. Rope run. People say that I'm insane for how I manage the camera during this rope run, but boy, I can't imagine doing it a different way. Like, I can't imagine just having the camera behind the boy. Woo! Boy, push this. We don't have that much time. Panda plummet, come on! We gotta do it. You ready, Trico? Let's go! Hey, buddy. We made it. That's so much better than what we used to do there. Shoutouts to Sancho Panda, who's not here right now. Like, I guess I'm splitting for counterweight because, yeah, I guess, but these splits are outdated now. We don't do it with this route. So we should hopefully save a smidge here. Not having to do the typical reset like we would. Hey, congrats, Rick! It's such a good strat. Sancho should be proud. I'm a little, like, not gonna lie, I'm a little salty. Only about the Panda Plummet. Only because I did, like, this kick-ass thing in the task where I, like, run horizontally along the rope, which you're not supposed to be able to do, and then drop down onto Trico as he's, like, passing underneath me. And it's super cool to look at, and now even that's outdated because Panda Plummet is better. But that's, like, the only reason that I would have a grump about it. Boy. Like, I haven't actually retimed it. I haven't timed a Panda Plummet against the task, but based on what I know of this game, I think it's faster. It almost has to be faster because you don't have to wait for the reset on a Panda Plummet. Bless you, Mort. I always give him just like a smidge extra time just to be sure that he's gonna catch me. Yeah, we should save a decent amount of time if I could see. Touchdown, good, cool, nice. So there's Panda Plummet for you. Yeah, the shirt just like yanks into his throat. He doesn't seem to care. I get the feeling that the boy has no concept of pain. Yeah, the time is finally coming off. Because when I looked at my time... So, okay. If we're being real, we're on world record pace already. Because the actual world record is 3:57 something. And so if we're 2 minutes behind a 3:55, you know, we're at 3:57. So we're on world record pace already, and I don't think that it should be that big of a deal to shave 2 more minutes off. At the time that I posted that true ending world record, the run was not as optimized as it is now. So here's hoping. Chico, just go. And then turn around so that I can pull your spears out, my dude. Sorry, Treeks, we're not getting these spears out after all. Hey, I still got that one, though. Thanks, Jamil. I appreciate it. I often forget to split that split, so I'm sure that's why it was blank. So, we, I think, stand... Let's see. 125.54? That seems like a first try vine skip. We could stand to save or lose a lot of time, depending on how generous the game is being right now. So if you are unfamiliar with this as a speed run, because you wouldn't do this casually, you would only do it in a speed run. Those vines down at the bottom left-hand, well, they're currently at the top left-hand corner. I'm going to try to jump directly down to those, instead of riding Trico back down to the floor. The game calculates when you die based on a combination of like your momentum going downwards and how far you fall. In addition to whether there's a death floor. Sometimes there is, sometimes there isn't. In this room there's no death floor, so the game calculates based on how far you've fallen. Conveniently, those vines are at basically exactly the same height as how far it takes to fall and die. So sometimes the game gives me credit for grabbing the vines first, and sometimes it gives me credit for dying first. And so we shall see how generous the game feels like being. Sorry, buddy. Try again. He's going decently quickly through this section, though. He's not really putzing around, so that's good. But this definitely does look like a first try vine skip in the splits. That's a hard act to follow. Jiggle a little bit, buddy. When I played this casually for the first time, I could not grab his tail. I don't know why it was so hard. Alright. Geronimo, let me grab it. No, it gave me credit for the death. What a booger. Oh, I'll try again. It's not uncommon to have to do this more than once, so... It's just equally frustrating, too, because there is a checkpoint at the top of his tail up here. And it just doesn't checkpoint you there for some reason. Even though you very clearly walk on it. It's very weird. Ooh, I don't necessarily like that launch. I'm dedicated. I'm committed. We're doing this. I could just ride Trico. If I had been on Trico's back and did this the intended way, I could already be on the floor. But I'm stubborn. And we're doing this. I once lost first place in a Last Guardian race because I died on Vine Skip like 4 times. And the other runner didn't. Hey, there we go. First try. To see, like, nothing was different, right? It was just that time it decided to let me grab. Oh, is this how we're gonna be today, boy? Is this what we're gonna do? We're not gonna do barrel skip? Come on. You little nugget. Get up here. Thank you. What is your problem? Alright, but onwards and upwards. Where are you going, Mort? Oh, well, that's not gonna work. If I can get those doors to not just explosively open like that, I can sometimes throw this right to Trico. A bit of physics RNG, if we're being honest. Thanks, Afan. I'll give Mort 2 treats. I'm trying to think. I guess the cutscene at Water Puzzle, maybe? I'm sorry that it's been so long. He's being a goob. You know how Mort do. Could I just pull this spear, please? Thank you. Alright, Chico, you ready? You are messed up, my man. Freaks, hey. Focus. Dude. You good? There you go. Go on, Treeks. Mort, that was the perfect answer. That was perfect. What a smart Morty. Alright, I have no recollection of what this fight was like in these splits. It seems like it was about average, based on what I'm seeing. So if we can do it well, Trico, we could save some time. I asked Trico to do it well, which means now he's gonna kick 2 guys into a corner and be unable to do anything. I know you, big feather weasel. Alright, let's do the riskier thing and try to yeet this guy out the window. Yeah. Okay, the mirror is broken, the shield is broken, which is great. I don't want this. I don't like these guys standing in the doorway. This is what causes problems. Come on, soldier, man, dude. Oh, beautiful. Lovely. Except this guy's still down, but I got him. I got him, Trico. I got him. Don't grab me. Okay, uh-oh. Okay, that was very decent. It's always spooky standing in that window, because Trico, you know, he has this imperative to protect you. But at the same time, sometimes the armors don't quite let go of you when they die, and so Trico can... What are you doing, my dude? Trico can kick one of them out of the window and you kind of go with it. I had that happen in a GDQ run once. Trico kicked me out the window. But nobody got stuck in a corner, which was basically the biggest deal. That's why everything went quickly. Freaks, dude, could you go? What are you staring at? To be quite honest, it is exactly the content that I want for GDQ. Like, I'm always so pleased when something stupid like that happens at a marathon. Okay. You ready? I feel so bad dropping this gate on him because it's got spikes on the bottom. The speedrunners gotta go fast, you know? You really, like, you have to love your boy in order to do speedruns of this game. You have to love Trico, because if you don't, you're just gonna go insane. Enjoy your walk, Ryan. Hopefully it's not gonna rain while you're out there. Is that past where it needs to be? Is this... Come on. We're good, right? Yeah, okay. Trico followed it. Buddy. I don't know. Lately, it's been rolling backwards again. For no reason. And now I'm, like, nervous about it every time I do it. Yeah, see, when I did... Anytime I do 80 dragons, basically. If I mess up Balloonist Skip, I'm, like, fine with that. It ruins my time, but... Best case scenario, I fall out of the world, which is fun to watch. Worst case scenario, I completely soft lock the game, and we're, like, floating through space, and you can see the world boxes and stuff, and it's great no matter what, you know? I just want to show people the game and have them laugh at it. I don't need to get a good time in a marathon. Welcome back, Mort. Yeah, Mort just really wanted to make sure that you could see what the top of his head looked like. This actually seems like a fairly decent dangly time on these splits, which kind of surprises me. I was opening my mouth to say, come on, Mort. I meant, come on, Trico. Oh, jeez. My worlds are blurring together. Get your tail through the hole, buddy. There you go. Okay. No lookies. Just make physics not exist for a minute. Nice. Uh-oh, that's not where I want to be. Oh, help. Okay, we're good. Because his tail's gonna rotate. Let me down. Thank you. Bam! Time save. Nice. You got this, Trico? Because I want to try something. I want to try to not wake these guys up. I've been working on, like, refining this as an actual strat that maybe we could use. I can't tell if they're new. Uh-oh. Trico, don't leave me. Okay, just let me off. Let me off this crazy noodle ride. They're awake. Oh no, they weren't awake. So Trico already killed both of them, which was basically what I wanted. Now there's no fight. But was that really faster than just letting them fight like normal? I don't know. I'm gonna try to do the Sancho step as well. Just for swag. Calm down, Trico. Ah, so close. Fine. Fine. Trico, calm down and realize that you're hungry. Alright, good job, dude. That was still fairly fast. How did this armor end up all the way over here? He got wrecked. Don't you borf at me, Trico. Welcome back, CJ. AKA Speed Docs. Oh, his stomach? Really? That's where I wanted to be? Thanks. Although that didn't actually end up being too bad. Alright, we're gonna try Colo Glitch. Can I try Colo Glitch? Am I allowed to try Colo Glitch in this category? I don't remember. I guess we probably shouldn't. Mort, you're getting so many treats, buddy. I'll give them during the cutscene at Cage. I think that's gonna be the best time to do that. The I waited for an eternity cutscene. Okay, I can do that. A-Fan, congratulations! You are now a lizard wizard. Use your power wisely. For the good of lizard kind, I guess. Sure, yeah, I can give a treat to one of the off-cam reptiles. Ready, Trico? Thank you. I did want him to pick me up, I just... Ugh. Always spooky. Letting him throw me like that. Okay. True ending. Let me just check real quick. I made this category. You would think I would know the rules. Yeah, you must trigger the scene where Trico throws you onto his back before the Coliseum. Yeah, no, we can do colo skip. That's fine. In which case, let's do colo skip. Whee! Okay, I think that looks good. I think that should be good. Yep. So it worked. We've only got 1 armor now instead of 4. And I'm gonna try to take care of him myself. Ooh. Spindly. Swear to God. Let me grab you by the back. Why? Sure, grab me. That's fine. Yeah, now you're dead. How did that work out for you? Hey, buddy, focus. Where did Mort go? Morty! I don't know. He's wandering around, I'm sure. He'll be back. Oh, there he is! Mort! Hi! He's sneaking. So we're gonna get this music until I reset. Because that's what the glitch does. Because the game doesn't think the fight's over, right? Because there's supposed to be 4 armors here, and I only allowed 1 to load. So, as far as the game is concerned, the fight's not over, which is why it's still playing the fight music. Oh, we're gonna save so much time. Yeah. Okay. Suddenly, this is handily world record pace. Let's try not to lose that. Because remember, the actual world record is 357 something. And we're now on pace for a 355.22 or whatever. Rico. Remember the last time, buddy, that we were on world record pace and you just never came out? I remember that. Alright, lost a little bit of time to Trico being a goob, but that's okay. Okay, so while we wait for Trico, we're gonna do these water puzzles real quick. Water puzzles are pretty consistent, so I'm not really expecting any big time save here. Where is my feather dog? And then once we get to cage puzzle, I will give Mort treats. And he has quite a couple now. Multiple people have cashed in, so. And then CJ, I will give your treat to... Let's see. Your fellow's just 8, so probably the berries will get your treat. A-fan at it again. Mort's gonna get a whole stack of blueberries. I was just trying to see if he would poop. Because that's a really common place for him to do that, so. Ugh. Boy. You're a thorn in my side sometimes. Oh heck, want to become famous? Hell yeah. Thanks, Ryan. I'm sure that random bot enjoyed his 15 seconds in the limelight. Freaks. Dude, I'm just waiting for ya. Hi, Mort. Trico, for the love of God, go down. What are you waiting for? Like, seriously, why isn't he going? I don't know what the issue is. Trico, go, honey. There we go. Jeez. Usually that's like an instantaneous thing. Yeah, I mean, that doesn't necessarily sound like a great time, for sure. Also, Mort is, trying to let me know that he wants to come and sit on my lap, which involves throwing his skeleton around. And that's what you see in front of the camera. Morty, you've completely obscured the camera with your skeleton. Trico, I am disappointed in you, my buddy. We could have saved time here. And now look. Look at what you did. You understand this one, at least? Mort, what are you doing? No, Mort's just walking all over his his little skeleton thing. Bye. Halloween enclosures are usually his favorite. I don't know. I think he just likes the colors. All these pumpkins and stuff in the background. I had them all nice and set up, you know, and then he just threw them everywhere. As is his right. Okay, almost a cage. Mort's gonna get his schnackos here in a bit. Do I wanna... Nah. I won't do it. I was gonna try another task-only thing. But the last time that I did that, I died, so... I just learned my lesson. Not gonna do task run on this barrier. Just walk across it like a normal human being. You know what? I'm thinking... Maybe since so many people are giving treats, maybe what I can do is I'll give Mort a plate that has a chicken egg and blueberries. That way he gets a bunch of stuff, since everybody's been so generous with their points. Yeah, he's gonna have a feast. Which, I mean, he wasn't really hungry this weekend, so he's kind of due for food anyway. I mean, Trico straight up abandoned me, you know? He was just swimming along and was like, whoops, well, I guess I forgot about my little person. Oh boy, didn't like that. No. She got me anyway. Boy, for the love of God, if you would just get up and not fall backwards like that, like a goober, you could be out of this problem. So she didn't key in on the tree, which I wanted. That's the easiest way to get past her. She apparently did not care about me doing this part, so... Not necessarily canon that it's a she, but... we're gonna watch the rest of the cutscene since this is a true ending. And... I think... Like, I have suspicions that she's a she. Hello? Alright, well, I'm just gonna go without you then. Like, I have reasons for thinking that, I suppose, but... Not necessarily. I don't know why I'm calling her, as if she would actually listen to me. Boy, what are you doing? Just walk out onto the... What's the problem here? Hello? It's a straight line. Okay, now I will go and give Mort a bunch of treats. I'm gonna prepare his snacks, and he can come back and eat them when he's ready. I'll be right back. Thanks for the follow. Have a good day. Thanks for joining.
Atisokazi, Onakichi, Yoke, Idirotti, Awizi.
Okay, I'm back. Mort will eventually find his snacks. Thanks for hanging out, Rick. It's nice to see you. Have a good day. So yeah, Mort will eventually find his delicious eggy plate. Hi, Draco. So we'll see how Cage Puzzle treats us. That's gonna be... Oh boy. I've been meaning to get back to Pantheon speedruns, AFAN. Like, I really want a recorded Pantheon of Hallowness. I've done it, and I even had a recording, but it got corrupted. What is this? Well, seriously, what is this? Why isn't the cage, like, interacting with this wall like it normally would? Thank you. That's workable, I guess. When Trico asks for pets, he should help to straighten this out. Or not. The only time that he doesn't interfere with the cage is when I actually want him to. Morty, what did you find there, buddy? Trico. Trix, I need your help, buddy. You know, okay. Okay, I'll accept it as long as we don't roll back down to the floor. I'll accept it. I can make this work. Alright. Alright. That was good. Hey, Aiden. Nice to see ya. How you doing? Why? Why do you regret it, A-fan? By having the beast completely ignore the cage, I was able to die of old age. The true hint. Well, enjoy your lurk, Aiden. My voice didn't work there for a second. So all of the bindings are hard, but I would definitely agree that charm binding is pain. Charm binding and soul binding to me were the hardest ones. Yeet. That wasn't as good of a throw as I wanted. We got such hang time. Alright, I gotta get the heck out of here before Trico shows up. Rest in peace, my momentum. Okay. No, don't. I was gonna say, don't roll me right on the edge like you do. Like, it's so annoying. Sometimes you can put the cage in such a way that it perfectly rolls around the outside without ever counting as being in it. But that was okay. That was decent. Apparently, we're fighting against a very good cage puzzle, though. I shouldn't really be losing time here, but whatever. Cool. Yeah, somehow it said it was a gold, even though it's like lost time. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, that's one of my favorite skips. It's so simple in nature, and yet it's just so much fun. Okay, so we're done with Cage, which is good. Realistically, we don't have super hard things left that are highly execution based because we don't do White Tower skip in this run. It is forbidden. And so we just complete White Tower as normal, which has its own set of challenges and annoyances and easy deaths, but ready, buddy? You know, originally, A-Fan, that was my thought. I was like, I'm just gonna put Fury on and just hit everything from a distance, and I'm gonna be, like, untouchable. And it turns out that that was an awful idea, and I'm not good at that at all. So next potential time save I'm thinking is probably gonna be, like, the thing. The whole, like, after White Tower. I think realistically, we stand to save quite a bit of time in the endgame. That's always been the case for me. my end game is usually really good compared to average. So we'll see. Over here, my dude. Over here, my dude. But yeah, for now, we're just trying to coast. We're just trying to get to the next place. We don't need to do anything fancy, we just need to get there. Here you go. Come on, buddy. Stop. You see it. I know you do. Just go and leave. Sometimes it's really hard to get him through this hole. He sees it, which is good enough for me. Oh, I'm so nervous. Okay, we're fine. Ever since Aiden got trapped in the wall, I'm just so nervous. Rico, I did not need a glance inside your body. That was a little weird, for being honest. Oh, Markoth is terrifying. It's his placement, really? His placement's so late, plus Zote immediately after him. That's what makes it bad. How's that egg, Mort? I was working on Radiant Markoth for a while. Just because I figured it was good practice, you know? I don't even know if Mort's touched his blueberries. He's just like so focused on the egg. Alright, come on, Treeks. Be good. Look right. Look right. Good job. And I got stuck anyway. Well, that's okay.
Awizi.
We just end up here. It's always worth it to try that jump. It's just... Trico's head was a bit too high. There was nothing I could do to control that because Trico will do what Trico wants. It's not worth it to wait for him to position himself correctly. Yeah, the blueberries are for dessert. Alright, so most of you know how this goes. We're gonna get, here in a couple minutes, we're gonna get a very long cutscene. Normally, even the unskippable part of the cutscene is pretty long. But since we're doing true ending, we're watching the skippable part too. So I think we have something like 5 to 7 minutes of cutscenes, but they are, in my opinion, some of the best cutscenes in the whole game and a big reason to play the game. So if you've never seen them before, don't leave. Alright, Treeks, you ready? So we're heading into these cutscenes. I'm gonna go stretch my legs real quick. I'll be right back, but enjoy. These cutscenes are excellent. Be right back. So one of my favorite things, also hi, I'm back. One of my favorite things about this is that there's actual straight up Japanese mixed in with this fake language. Sometimes you can hear, like, especially in this cutscene, you can hear them speak it. Right there, they just shouted like, "Oh holy shit, run away!" Like in straight up real Japanese. You done with your snacks, Mort? Yeah, like, it's really unfortunate that we don't get to see most of the story, you know, the majority of the time in an any percent. Because it is really good. Tell me a charm build and I'll try to beat Pantheon 5 with it. Do thorns. And... no, just do, like, all the ads. Do thorns, do, like, Dung Master. Flukes. Whatever the flukes are. I can't remember that charm. If you have the DLC with Grim, do the one that gives you your, like, little Grim pal. Oh yeah, Thorns was my first choice. Bye, Mort. He'll come back and snack later. Let's see. Anything more? I feel like there's like one more that does something like that. No, what is it called? Form of something. It's the thing that turns you into a little slug when you heal. Can't remember what it's called. Yeah, Shape of Un. In my brain it was like Form of Ith, and I'm like, I don't know what that is. If you still have space, you should do that one, plus heals take longer, but they heal twice as much. Oh, I think that's too big for that, just 2 notches. Let me think. Yeah, it's probably a good thing that the boy wasn't awake for this. Just be plopped out of Trico's belly. So this would normally be the unskippable part. We would skip straight to this in a speed run. I love that you can see barrel pieces around the boy. Like, because he keeps getting barfed up, right? And there's still barrel pieces from the barrels that Trico eats in his belly, so they get thrown up with him. You know, Afan, just do long nail, because that's 2, right? But not quick slash. Because quick slash is actually good, and I can't have that. I was trying to do like a dramatic zoom onto Mort's face. And then he moved. You find those blueberries, buddy? This isn't actually gonna end up being a bad time. Like, we're not gonna take 2 more minutes, I don't think. I was gonna tell you Sprint Master and Dash Master, if I'm being real. Because it's so hard to relearn everything you're trying to do once you have those on. Oh. Looks like Mort's still too full to eat those blueberries just yet. He'll get them. Gotta clean your face, huh? You brush off your face. Mort is a very clean eater, so whenever he gets anything on his face, he's gotta rub it off before he keeps eating. Raphaelos, on the other hand, he is all about eating as much food in as little time as possible, and anything that's still left on his face is just a snack for later. Welcome back, Ryan. Hope you didn't get too wet in the rain. Alright, buddy, good job. Thanks for saving me. You almost drowned me, but you know, that's how it be sometimes. Bam! Saved like 5 seconds. Across 9 minutes of cutscenes, we saved 5 seconds. And those 5 seconds will primarily come from, for example, how Trico chooses to navigate when he's carrying me, trying to figure out how to wake me up. Whether he hesitates or not, that kind of thing. Uh-oh. Okay. I'll take it. Yeah, so he opted to try to drown me a little bit quicker than normal this time. Instead of, you know, getting stuck on a pillar for a little bit or something. Squeeze your way in here, my dude. We got places to be. Keep going. No, don't you bark at me. Just get your butt over here. Come here. Come here. Or don't, I guess. Rico, you've cost me those 5 seconds, or whatever it was. So we're still on world record pace. It's just, it's not by nearly as much as I might have hoped. That's not to say that we won't, you know, improve it at all, but I was hoping to have caught up at this point. Mort, dude. Stop being a weirdo. Why didn't the cutscene trigger? So, no White Tower skip. This time. Instead, we are solving White Tower as intended. Mort's gotta go up and bask after his egg. Because it was a little chilly, I got it out of the fridge. That run was actually pretty decent. Like the run over the debris there, he didn't really stumble, which... that was good. Okay, Trico, come on, buddy. Quick fight here. I'll do my best at White Tower, and then we'll pull ahead. I'm gonna try the thing, because I'm a masochist like that. Alright, come on, Trico. Alright, good. One guy's dead just from being walked on. Alright, I gotta handle this one, it looks like. Hey, we got a trophy! Rico, would you knock these guys so that I could pull their helmets off? That'd be great. That was still a decent fight, though. So losing their minds, the trophy that I got was for pulling 20 suits of armor's heads off. Am I still on target for a deathless run? No. I tried a TAS-only strat earlier, and it punished me for trying a TAS-only strat, so... it was entirely my fault. I was just trying to be cool. I'm too cool for school. But I don't remember if we have things like Thundering Wonder, so we could still get those. If I determine that there's no hope of me getting an appreciable world record, I might do like the balancing barrels one, just for fun. Ouch. Rico, get out of the way, dude. Alright, that was a decent run. Yeah, see, like, that's my problem. I think, oh, you know, I'll do Deathless or whatever. And then I just get this idea, like, oh, I'm gonna do this cool thing, and then I completely forget about it, you know? Hey, Sakasa, nice to see ya. Mort, no, what am I doing? I can't do White Tower skip in this run. Mort has been given a lot of treats today, which I hope makes you very happy. He has received so many treats that I upgraded his treats to an egg with blueberries. And he has just finished enjoying his eggie. He's retreated into the background for now, but he'll be back soon. Like, how quickly can I possibly do this? I don't actually know. Yeah, he's gone into a food coma. This is just like so agonizing compared to the skip. You know, if we did the skip, we would have already been done. And Trico, we would have been on Trico's back and everything at this point. Alright, just gotta get into a nice little rhythm here. The ends of these platforms kind of don't exist. And so it's spooky. Okay. So far, so good. Is there... Then we jump to this one. Almost there. No deaths, please. It just looks like simple platforming, but this white tower in particular is very, very hard to not die on. Okay, we made it though. Yeah, so we're not doing white tower skip because of the run itself. True Ending tries to do as much of the game as possible, and so when the rules were made, it was considered that skipping white tower was not in the spirit of the category, right? Of doing the whole game, because we wouldn't be doing any of this, and so we said that it wasn't allowed. Same reason that, like, you have to make Trico grab you before Coliseum and throw you on his back. Because it's something that you should see. It's a part of the game that we want you to see. And so it should be included. That kind of thing. Hey, we're up here, where we would have ended up if we had just done White Tower skip. Clinch that 1 second save. Gotta love it. So yeah, still world record pace by a couple seconds. We're doing okay. I would just like to bring us into the time save bit before we... Oh, actually, we're well into world record. Current world record is 357.55. And we're not even at 357. We're at technically what, like a 356.55, right? So we're exactly 1 minute ahead of world record at the moment. So starting basically here is where I'm hoping that we can really start to shave time. Yeah, he finally faced his fears. He also ruined everything, as he is wont to do. Hi, Mort. I see you. Alright, so this should help, first of all. Hopefully we can also get this drop to his head on the first try. That should help. Looking good. Nice. As long as I don't bounce off the wall, or if I do it... Boy. Boy! God, that gets so irritating. There we go. It's the weirdest thing, like... If you run into the wall, like you just barely scrape that wall in trying to jump to those platforms, the boy is like a bouncy ball. He just bounces off of it and yeets off. And it's just, it's so frustrating to try to land on those tiny little stairs. Get your act together, boy! You ready? Because I kind of don't trust you. Sorry. It's really easy for him to miss you there. It's the one that I trust the least.
Atisakyak yetu ninaf atrikono agiane heteroi yo agatu ian ihedu nezuna ara kulo kutio otiana risoma kyura letu arake.
Boy, I really had to fight for that point too. Alright, I'm gonna try the thing. And I'm probably gonna regret it, but I'm gonna try it. Because it is faster if you can get it. But not, like, appreciably so. Come on, little boy, grab! Yeah! No regrets. Rico also listened decently well, I say as he's now failing to turn around. Turn around, dude. Thank you. But yeah, that ended up being good. Like, the thing wasn't what saved 30 seconds there, let's be real. The thing saved approximately 6. But still. Looks like Mort's digging a hole. What are you doing, bud? That might actually be the first time I've gotten the thing in a run where I wasn't just completely goofing around. I'm kind of goofing around. So Trico would have behaved a little bit better in the second half of that, probably, without the thing, but we got down there faster. Sometimes he can be temperamental, because the alternative is to stand up there with him, where he would have jumped from, and then as he starts to jump, grab his leg. There's lots of things that can go wrong with that, you know, you can get thrown off of his leg, you can land in such a way that there's nowhere for you to go except for to fall to your death if you let go of his leg. It's just overall nicer at the cost of you might actually fail. Why are you following me? Why is there an armor behind me? I'm not gonna do chain jump skip. It doesn't make that much of a difference.
Awizi.
And there's a chance that I'm gonna miss, so. For perspective, if this were in any percent, we would be approaching White Tower at this point. So we're not too far behind, but... Also, Martin is totally in his cave, and you can't see him anymore. He's curled up sleeping. Sleeping off that big egg. Alright, good jump to her butt. Ooh, really nice grab on that lever. We didn't run past it for once. Oh, but I didn't get through the door. Okay, go, 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 go. Oh, we gotta troubleshoot. Oh boy, we're through. That's what matters. Why am I saving so much time here? Because that's wall hang, Skip. Why did I just save a minute and 10 seconds? Did I do that badly? No, not that. We're gonna risk it anyway. I didn't die. Okay. I didn't die. You never ever want to jump during that cutscene because there's no grab. So like there is no button for me to grab at all in this game. So I have to rely on the boy to grab automatically, but when a cutscene like that is happening, Trico doesn't have grab ability. And so I had to make sure that I landed on Trico in a place where I didn't have to grab him in order to stay on him, or else I would have died. So I took the risk. I'm gonna pull one of these now. We're leaving the other spear on purpose. We're gonna try to hope that we just pass the spear check without having to remove it, but there is one to remove now if we need to. Alright, suddenly we're cooking with gas. Kill these guards so that we don't have to fight them later. And this is most commonly where we get hold on Trico, I'll pull it out. He hasn't said it yet, so I'm hopeful, but we'll see. This is a great place to get the balancing barrels trophy if you don't have it. That's where I was gonna get it if our run was garbage. Ah, okay, so there it is. Which is why we left that spear. That's fair. I've actually not done a very good job of maintaining his spears throughout the run, so... we just get this nice, relaxing bit. I love how his horns look kind of like opalish. If you ever see him in the light, they change color a little bit. Spent a couple extra seconds on taking out that spear. Fine. I'm not gonna complain. So, let me think. Basically just the fights at the end of the game are gonna be what it comes down to. Hopefully we can have just a good platforming section upcoming. But it only needs to be average. It doesn't need to even be fantastic.
アタミセトゥニイテハラカストゥアウェゼ。
Somehow we're almost to the end of the game. So yeah, if this were any percent, we would be landing on White Tower. Right about now. Well, if this were a good any percent. Like a low time any percent. But most runners are going to be getting to the White Tower anytime between 253 and 303. Depending on kind of where they're at in their PB journey. Some of the newest runners might take until about 313, but, you know, still. That's not half bad, you know? That's a good time. In my personal opinion, runners who just finish this speedrun are doing great, you know? People get hung up on times, but just finishing this run at all is wonderful. Oh, we gotta do the twirly whirls. You know it. Heaven forbid we just jump up onto the platform. I don't remember the last time that he didn't give me 2 twirly whirls. It's in the task. Like, I have video of him not doing it. But I don't remember the last time he's done it for me. Which means it's probably built into these splits, too. Okay, I get there. The long run, and this is, like, I think maybe it was Aiden who said that this is one of his favorite parts. It's one of my least favorite, but through no real fault of the game, it's just, you know, a personal opinion. It's meant to test how well you can control Trico, because the platforming puzzles get a lot harder. You start to work with Trico and giving him commands, when you can't see the platforms that you're trying to go to, and you and Trico don't have enough room to stand on the same platform together. So it's just really, like, tight spaces that are meant to test your mastery of getting him to do what you want him to do. Hey, buddy. You coming? But the good news is that a big portion of the end of this run is really good cutscenes. So I'm not actually playing for the next hour. Good job, buddy, overcoming your fears. And not, you know, eating me. Thanks. Stop. 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 So hard to get him to do this section. Kind of at all, let alone well. Stop. He's just creeping forward. These are the two, like, most important ones. But obviously I'd like to get them all. Do not walk into me. Do not walk into me. Nice shot. You know, we could save a lot of time here. This one's rotating in a sucky way, though. The camera is not making it any easier. Okay, okay, good shot. Good job, dude.
Always.
Yeah. Really hard to get early mirrors to cooperate, and that was almost textbook, so that was really good. I told you the end game was where I felt like we could save the most time, so. And he is doing the jump instead of the boost. Everything we've ever wanted. Come on, buddy, you can figure this out. Gotta love the lighting, right? Like this, I think it's early morning is what's happening here. And obviously there's the white tower over there. Okay, Treeks. We're doing good. Don't give up now. Not gonna blow up? Okay, good. For some reason, that eyeball in particular is really finicky with not being willing to explode when it gets hit. Alright, as soon as we touch down here, we get a checkpoint. All of these eyeballs that have been destroyed get checkpointed as well, which is fantastic. That means that even if we die in the upcoming section, the eyeballs will still be destroyed, which is everything that you ever want. Yeah, the lighting in this section is by far my favorite. It's just... Trico, why are you spinning around like a weirdo? It just plays off of Trico's features so well. Okay, that did explode because I can see the debris. Those are another thing that sometimes don't explode. Unfortunately, if we die, we're gonna have to do those again. But that's a small price to pay compared to doing all of the eyeballs and everything. Plus, Trico walked to me, which is You should not underestimate how long it takes him to sprint compared to walk. Sprint is worse. Yeah, just don't die. It's that simple. You hear that, boy? These gargoyles are just the worst. These first two, uh-oh. Not my battery. No. Oh no. Don't do this to me, okay? No. I hate it. But okay, we made it. It's fine. And Trico stayed up here. Oh, my blood pressure. It just skyrocketed. Do I have the right... Let me see if I have the right controller near me. I do. I have the cord next to me. I'll just have to fit it in with doing the rest of the run. Okay. Hang on. Okay, I got it plugged in. Now I just have to plug in my actual controller. Good. Okay, I'm off Trico's head. Fantastic. That was not that bad. Alright, Treeks. You ready, buddy? You handle these jumps, I'm gonna plug my controller in. Come on, dude. I mean, it's not like it's gonna die in the next 20 seconds, but... You ready? Alright. Why is this controller cord so long? Got a knot in it. Eh. Done. Salvaged. Jeez. Okay, so we destroyed the armors earlier. Get up here. Which means that Trico's not currently upset. We don't need to destroy them now, and we can just head straight across. This section is going decently. We're almost there, buddy. I do want to be on your head, though. Let me off. Thanks. That was the whole point. Alright, we can start building the bridge. Once we deal with this guy. I could try the task thing, but I'm not gonna. Am I? No, I'm not really in the right spot. Come on. Just the lighting on his eyes there and everything is just lovely. So yeah, there's an armor above me. I would have liked to explode him before we come up here, but it's very, very hard to have enough room to like shine the mirror up there and not have Trico be in the way. And usually it's not worth it to try. You spend too much time trying when you could just come up here and do this, so. Good job, buddy. was the hardest part of this climb. And now we build a bridge. We might save a smidge of time on this. Because it's going decently well. But yeah, mostly I just like to be past this part because it's like 10 to 15 minutes of just platforming, you know? And you know, 2000, there's actually a lot to see. It's really interesting. Like, there are a bunch of doors and windows and stuff that you can go out that don't lead anywhere, but they, like, exist, and you can see different parts of the world that you might not have visited through them. So they put a lot of effort into actually making this, like, a fully realized place. And if you go out of bounds, a lot of detail exists, like, way down where you would never see it. Like, most players are never gonna see the bottoms or insides of these buildings, but they still exist. Because you're not, obviously, supposed to go out of bounds, so... If I didn't think that it would take me an hour to get it to actually work, I would take you out of bounds to show you. But, like, right at the beginning, it's... I don't necessarily want to say easy, but easier than the rest of the game to go out of bounds. And you can see the cage, the first cage where Trico eats you, from, like, way off in the distance. Because not everything is loaded correctly. It's just, it's really interesting to look at. Alright, Trico, are you gonna be a butt, or are you gonna be a friend? Good job, buddy. Ready? Yeah, that fall was really nice. Because we want to be landing as close to flat on his back as we can. And he was really kind. A lot of times he'll just be sitting there. And so since his butt is down, right, you grab him and hang instead. We're gonna save some mad time on this, though. Actually, I want to be a bit closer to his head. Yeah, that was a really nice Two Towers section. Alright, fights at the end. They can make or break it. Good shot, buddy. Always a good way to start that fight. Ooh, he didn't interrupt me, which was good. I saw those pieces flying toward me, and it's pretty common for him to knock armors like into you and it interrupts your mirror. Oh, that was my fault. That was my fault. Sorry, Treeks. Shoot again. Trico, I've got him, honey. You should go after literally anyone else. I gotta leave a lot of this fight to him up on this top terrace, unfortunately. Hopefully he does a decent job. Well, I don't know. If this guy's coming down to me, that's not a bad thing. Oh, good job. Alright, hopefully there's only one more guy up there. He's having a hard time killing it, though. I can tell. There we go. Whoa, buddy. Buddy. Dude. Let me up, dude. I don't want to get caught. Okay, there's no armor with a shield over here, which is great. That was not... We got lucky in that we didn't get unlucky. Hey, Skyfeather, welcome back. We are now doing significantly better time-wise. And we're just trying to handle this fight as good as we can. We still got some guys over here. And that guy's not dead. Trico, I got him, honey. Oh, his helmet. His helmet! Alright, did you get him? Looks like... I don't know, he didn't. There, now we got him. So we can't progress until everybody is dead, or this checkpoint isn't gonna work. It was a decent fight. Wasn't anything like super special, but it was a smidge better than average, I would say. No unlucky shield spawn that we had to deal with, so... Barring any troubles with this elevator and the fight that comes after it, we should have a pretty decently improved world record. But we'll see. This is definitely the kind of game where you can't count on anything until literally it's over. Alright. Elevator skip went well. I tend to be decently strong in the end game, which makes me happy because it's a place of great challenge. But this next fight, like, there's only so much I can do to control it. So we'll see how it goes. To some extent, these armors too, there's only so much I can do to control them. And this is not what you want them to look like. They're all just waffling back in the hallway. You guys are assholes. Yeah, none of them got hit. Rico, I would appreciate if you would also just shoot in, like, the actual direction that I'm pointing. Sometimes he leans hard to the left for some reason. Thank you. Did that wake anybody up? Did nobody wake up from that? Alright. Ah, this other guy. Like, dude. 4 shots just to finish this first bit. Ugh. This is gross. There. And not a single shot woke up any of these other armors, which is what you want to have happen. You want to wake up. Ideally 1, 2 is okay. But we're recovering. Basically over now. Not necessarily what you want to see, but not catastrophic by any means. Just kind of a little bit below average. We'll make it up with doing a little bit of swag on this final armor. Alright, buddy. Ready? Apparently I must have had an absolutely atrocious elevator in my PV as well, because we're still gonna save time on this. That's an easy additional 30 seconds that we could save in a future run. It's not that hard to get elevator to behave better than that. So that's good. Alright, Trico, you ready? Hardest fight in the game. You got this, my dude. 'Cause he's a big part of it. I mean, it's both of us together, but if Trico decides to suddenly be pacifist, this fight can be a real nightmare. I've got a guy coming behind me, Trico. Shoot. Thank you. Gotta love it when Trico steps on that guy. Beautiful. Where's my armors? There they are. Alright, one of the terrace ones. That's fine. Actually, yeah, go ahead, Trico. Well, I'll get him. I'll get him. He's gonna focus on the other one on the terrace. But I need to stop this guy. Good job. Next, it's you. Stop. Guy coming on my right. Come on, Trico. Good job. This guy didn't really care this time. Stop. Nice shot. Oh, this guy's trying to go for the mirror that's inside the door. Alright, you go after this other guy. I don't think that he actually got him. Beautiful shot on the guy on the terrace, though. Stop. Come on, buddy. Alright, he's already left it behind. So no worries about shields anymore. Not a big fan of how that went, but this is fine. Yeah, the shield spawns are fixed, so I always know where they're gonna come out. Shoot, buddy. Good job. Spectacular fight. Trico kind of flubbed it there at the end, but really phenomenal fight. Can definitely be really happy with that. He got kind of pacifist at the end, which is unfortunate, because he was doing really well at the beginning. Those first 2 phases went amazing. Like, amazing enough that I was like, oh boy, maybe I should shut up and use this for the task, but... I'll still retime it. You know, I'll still time it and see if it's better than what I have in the task, but... So yeah, the shield spawns are always going to come out of... There's the plinth where you put the mirror, right? So if you're facing the plinth left-hand door, there's going to be a mirror in the 2nd phase, and then a mirror guy from the same door in the 3rd phase, and from the door directly across from him as well. You got this, buddy? That's the one. He might have another spear in him, but I can't tell. Oh, I don't like that. Come on, get down. Yeah, good. It's really easy to get stuck up on top of that for some reason. If you're far enough up on it, the boy just absolutely refuses to fall back down again. Which can make that jump into the mirror, or into the window impossible. Thankfully that didn't happen. Almost there, Trico. No sense in being super aggressive here, like... We can take the extra 2 seconds to make him real small. I hate these jumps so much. These cause so many problems. But we made it. And we should have an automatic time save because of a reset that was discovered while I was figuring out the task. Yeah, it's really easy for some reason for the boy to, like, just jump straight up instead of forward, and then you end up falling back down to the master. Because you don't have a running start when you take those jumps, right? Because you're just standing on this really narrow thing. Come on, buddy. Unfortunately, because of the nature of how I'm doing this, there's like no chance that we're gonna get Trico poops up here. Which is mucho sad. I think that when people like take screenshots of the game to be like, look at how beautiful this game is, this is usually where they take them because the light is just so good. This shot, usually of him like walking towards you, is really, really beautiful. Should be a nice save here.
Are we see?
Yeah, 10 seconds. Because of the reset, basically. I think you would just be dead at this point. Just get whacked by one of those things. Probably like getting hit by a car. I should have that oof as a keyboard shortcut for that moment. Yeah, I think like probably Eco is the most realistic as far as like how far you can fall before you get grievously injured, right? Because in Eco, he can really only fall like 10 feet or something and then he dies. Except for that one time when he falls off the bridge. And he falls like 20 stories and he's just fine. And I think the game's excuse, right, is like, oh, well, he fell in water. Well, at that height, doesn't really matter, I don't think. But still. It's really nice because, you know, for the longest time I was toying with how to maybe make this go faster, right, for the task. But thankfully, if you look into it deep enough, Ueda himself was like, no, there's no way that you can make this Trico go faster. It just is what it is. Alright, let's see if we get really lucky on a tail drop. Or really unlucky, who knows. Perfect tail drop is you pull it down immediately, and then when you fall with the tail, you land on your feet. It's possible. I've just never had a perfect tail pull with a perfect drop in the same, like, run. It's one of the things I still have to work on for the task, because I know that it can be done better. Nice pull, though. Really nice pull. I landed on my head. But, you know. Hey, first shot. Nice. So the gameplay isn't quite done. I still have one more input. But we do have quite a lot of cutscenes here first. These cutscenes are so brutal, but they're so good. Hey, Sancho, nice to see ya. I think that we crushed true ending, yeah. But only at the very end, like, look. Come on, splits. As recently as Eat Your Nom Noms, I was still behind. So, it was not as easy of a clinch as I thought it was gonna be, you know? Because looking at the time just on the leaderboard, I hypothesized that it would be sort of easy to beat. And then it ended up, like, really not being. Really, really good final fight. Honestly, both fights at White Tower were pretty good. But the final fight was just so good that I'm going to compare it against the TAS. I don't think it's going to beat it, but it's going to be close. Elevator, oddly, went, like, horrible. Took me 4 shots to kill the first set of armors. So that's an easy 30 seconds or more that we can save later. And, like, I tried some task strats early on in the run that got me killed, and, like, there's still room for improvement here. I tabbed out of the page for a second and I didn't catch like any of the chat. Hi Yuzu, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Mort is currently sleeping off a big old chicken egg that I fed him because everybody cashed in so many treats. Yeah, I think that this should be Reki. I don't see what I could possibly do here at the end unless the game crashes, so... Dude, I haven't cauliflower a stream in so long. Heck yeah. We do, Ryan, yeah. We go all the way until it says the end at the end. But yeah, so the final White Tower fight actually went so well that I'm gonna compare it to the task. But Elevator, like it took me 4 shots to kill the first set of armors in the elevator. It was garbage. So this is the final player input of the game, where I tell Trico to leave. But I was just sitting and reading this, like, spotlight thing that was just published about the Team Eco community. Here, y'all can check it out if you want.
Agoji, Ajukui, Atisneka Tagi.
Yeah, I think that they did really well on that article. It was really good. Yeah, let's take a break out of our busy days to just weep at this game. There's more after the credits. That's the, in quotes, true ending part of it, so stick around if you haven't seen the after the credits bit. We're not quite done yet. But yeah, I don't know. This was such a memey run. It can still definitely be improved. There were a lot of things that I did very poorly. I did get an idea for the task though, right at the beginning. So that's kind of cool. Remember when we were at Water Puzzle and Trico just stared at the wall for like 2 minutes? Yeah, Sancho, it's rough. You eco runners have it easy. I was gonna make up my eco run that I didn't do yesterday tomorrow, but tomorrow is day off Twitch, so we shall not be doing that. Instead, I will be back. Actually, I'll be back on Thursday for Inside. So here's the dealio, right? I'm running this game, Last Guardian, on Speed Docs. So like Speed Doxathon, the marathon that goes with Speed Docs, the people who just made the Shadow of the Colossus video. They're doing a marathon and I'm running Last Guardian at it on Friday. I think. Am I wrong? Let me check, actually. No, I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong. Maybe. Probably. Hold on. But anyway, my point is, on Monday... Or maybe it's backwards. Okay, before I say anything else, let me check. Let me not, incriminate myself here. Speed docs, SDAT. Volunteers. Where's the schedule? Schedule, okay. Let me look at the schedule. Please. I don't want weekend 2. Okay. Yes. So, Friday at noon, which is basically an hour and a half ago, whatever that's going to end up being your time. An hour and a half ago from now, on Friday, I will be running this game, Last Guardian, at Speed Docs, who should currently be live. Oh no, why would they be live now? No, they're not. So yeah, that's where I'll be then. And then on Monday, I'm running Inside, that like kind of horror game made by Playdead. So we are gonna derust Inside on Thursday, just to make sure that I'm good with it before we run it at a marathon. Let me grab the link real quick. Yeah. Oh, 2000, thank you. That's so kind of you. You're lovely. So yeah, on Friday, an hour and a half previous of now, I will be on Speed Docs doing Last Guardian. And then on Monday, same time, I'll be doing Inside All Deaths. So we'll derust that on Thursday. Thank you, Yuzu. I appreciate it. Thanks for the GGs. We're almost there. Almost there. But I promise the ending cutscene here is worth it. It's great. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Ryan, Last Guardian is on Friday at noon Eastern. And Inside is on Monday at noon Eastern. I haven't run Inside in what feels like forever. So that should be fun. And there is a donation incentive to watch all the cutscenes, so maybe we get to watch all of this again. Because people get so frustrated, like rightfully so, right? When they've never seen the game before and then we don't watch any of this ending stuff. That's okay. That's okay, Ryan. I was just being a goober. That's all. So, hey, check it out. The village elder there actually doesn't have any tattoos on his face, right? That's different. Because the village elder, I would hope that you're aware, is the boy, right? He can have tattoos depending on how you do throughout the game. So we did really well for him to not have tattoos. Yeah, it depends on being grabbed by armors. This music is so good. So this is the first part of the game. This is the first couple puzzles that we solved with Trico when we were stuck in here. Welcome, Foxy. Yeah, 2000 gifted you a sub. Enjoy your morts. And thanks again, 2000. So there you go. That's 0.1 second gold. Just because of when I split. That's the end. We got Trico. We got a baby Trico over in the corner. After all this time, he can still hear the mirror when we use it. So thanks for hanging out, everybody. Hope you had fun. It was fun to visit True Ending for once in a blue moon. But yeah, I do Last Guardian every Tuesday. So it's not usually True Ending. It's usually any percent or all barrels or some ill-contrived meme run where I flip the screen horizontally and everything's backwards, or I don't know. Whatever I feel like doing. Let's see. Who are we? And if it wasn't clear, yes, this is a new world record by approximately almost 8 minutes. No. Yes, almost 8 minutes. So cool. I'm probably just gonna throw you to Barry because Barry is a lovely human being. But I will see you, I suppose, on Thursday for some Inside D-Rust, and then on Friday we will be doing Last Guardian at Speed Docks at noon Eastern. Which is, at this point, just about 2 hours ago. If that helps you in your time zone. So yeah, say hi to Barry when you get over there. They're doing a guns only challenge run of Bloodborne. Should be pretty exciting. But thanks for hanging out, everybody. Thanks for the lizard treats. Of course, Mort enjoyed all of his snacks. So stay safe out there, and have a great day. I will see you later.